Oh my glob. I'm so glad to be back. I'm glad you guys are here watching this. Hey yo. This week we're doing something pretty cool. It's a bit of an experiment and a challenge. I'm working with Liquitex this week. This is sponsored. What? Do you guys know what cadmium paints are? So cadmium's a heavy metal that they use to put in like cadmium red, cadmium yellow, cadmium orange. Gives the paint a good punch, some vibrancy, good opacity, all of those things. And it is very hard to rival that without cadmium. Boop. Some people don't like using paint knowing that it has a heavy metal in it though. Personally, I have no issues with it. I love my cadmium paints. Everyone loves their cadmium paints. That's why they're the shiz. So this week, Liquitex sent me out some paints. They are labeled A and B, so I don't know which one is which, but one has cadmium in it and one is their replica, sort of a cadmium paint without the cadmium, and we're gonna put it to the test, see if I can tell the difference. And at the end, whoa, we have an envelope with this, that was so embarrassing. At the end, we have an envelope with a great reveal of which one is which. So along the way, make sure you guys are guessing, telling me what you think, and yeah, let's get into it. Okay, let's get started by comparing these paints side by side in the most simplistic way possible. I really wanted to get a feel for the paints, so I got my fingers right up in there to kind of test the textures of them. They're extremely similar, both are heavy body paints, and so it gave it a very thick, creamy feel. And the colors were really almost indistinguishable. I would say indistinguishable. In this shot, they look a little bit different from each other, but I think that may have just been the lighting, because in person, I really was straining my eyes to see anything. And then the other color that I was sent was this cadmium yellow / not cadmium yellow. And you can kind of get a look at the viscosity from the tackiness of my fingers. Once again, ooh, satisfying. Very creamy, very similar. The opaqueness, the color, I really couldn't get a good read. Slightly, the left, that A tube, I think was slightly runnier maybe, but honestly that could all be in my head. Psychosemantic, is that the right word? Just imagining things because I know there's supposed to be a difference. Yeah. So we're gonna do a time-lapse painting. Here's my A paints. And we're gonna have the A on the left side, and then we're gonna have the B on the right side, and we're gonna just play these time-lapse side by side so you can watch me paint through this. Okay, my only tubes that I was sent are the red and the yellow, because those are both ones that use cadmium. I do not have a cadmium blue, so that's what we're comparing. I would say to pay more attention to the colors you saw from that first side-by-side comparison, because as I go throughout these time lapses, I am mixing the colors differently with complements, and so that's why you have a more bright set of colors on the right side than you do on the left side. I toned that one down more with complements to make it have more of a muddy feel to the water than a bloody feel to the water. If you guys haven't heard me explain my painting method before, I tend to like to do my larger areas of color first and work up towards the smaller detail work, so that's kind of what you're seeing play out in front of you. As I was going through this, feeling-wise, the paints had extremely similar experiences for me. I really couldn't notice anything different, which I think was pretty evident when I was looking at the paints just in right out of the tube form, the way they felt between my fingers, the way they applied to the board, and the way they looked when I rubbed them on my fingertips. Just in terms of their like opacity, how bright they are, the vibrancy, their pigment, all those things seemed extremely similar to me. I didn't really get a whole lot more insight by doing these two paintings, not gonna lie, but we'll see. What do you guys think? Are you thinking A side or B side for the one that has cadmium and the one that doesn't have cadmium? It's hard to say, so very hard to say. But here are our final pieces to take a peek-see at. When we do the reveal of which is which, the actual card is going to be asking us which one of these we think is cadmium-free. So which one of those two paintings do you think was the cadmium-free painting? Can you tell? Why am I not focused? Guys, we did it. Does this one have cadmium or does this one have cadmium? Cadmium, cadmium, painting A, painting B. Which has cadmium? Is it this one or this one? I know which one I think it is. My guess is this one. I'm guessing paint B had the cadmium in it, but we're gonna actually find out right now. Do you think the A B tubes, well, I'm doing a bad job reading this, or the B tubes are cadmium-free? Which tube do I think is cadmium-free? And the answer is I thought A was cadmium-free, so is she right? Oh, sorry. Guys, even if I had gotten that right, it would have clearly just been a guess because I'll be honest, I really cannot tell the difference, like side by sides. These literally look exactly the same to me. I cannot. Clearly I cannot because I got it wrong. I cannot tell the difference. So props to freaking Liquitex. You guys are the bomb. Killing it, killing it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like it and subscribe for new video content coming out Fridays. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next Friday.